First commandment: You shall have no other gods before me. At the core of Christian ethics, this directive establishes exclusive devotion to God. It emphasizes loyalty, reverence, and the recognition of God's supreme authority over all. In an era dominated by polytheism, the call to worship a singular deity was profoundly countercultural. It insists on God being the foremost in believers' lives, demanding undivided worship and allegiance, setting a fundamental principle for the faith. Second commandment: You shall not make for yourself an idol in the form of anything in heaven above or on the earth beneath or in the waters below. It specifically prohibits the creation and worship of physical idols, a practice prevalent in many ancient cultures. This command stresses God's transcendence and invisibility, asserting that no physical form can encapsulate the divine essence. It encourages worship that transcends material representations, fostering a spiritual relationship with God. By steering believers away from idolatry, it underlines the importance of faith and devotion in a form that surpasses the physical, promoting a deeper, more intimate connection with the divine. Third commandment: You shall not misuse the name of the Lord your God. Highlighting the sanctity of God's name, this rule cautions against its frivolous or disrespectful use. It extends beyond speech, encompassing actions that could diminish God's reputation or fail to show due reverence. The commandment reminds believers of the significance of words and actions in faith, advocating for living and speaking in ways that honor the divine name. It serves as a call to treat God's name with the highest respect, mirroring the deep relationship of reverence and awe that should characterize the believer's interaction with their Creator. Fourth commandment: Remember the Sabbath day by keeping it holy. This instruction calls for setting aside one day each week as a time of rest and worship, echoing God's rest following creation. It is a practice that underlines the balance between work and spiritual reflection, emphasizing the need to pause from daily labors to focus on worship and family. The commandment advocates for dedicating the day to activities that honor God, fostering an environment of rejuvenation for both spirit and body. It stresses the importance of remembering and observing the Sabbath as a celebration of creation and a testament to God's providence, encouraging believers to cultivate a rhythm of rest and devotion in their lives. Fifth commandment: Honor your father and your mother. This commandment underscores the importance of respecting and valuing one's parents. It serves as a cornerstone for societal stability, emphasizing the familial unit as a fundamental building block of community. By advocating for honor and respect towards parents, it fosters an environment of care, gratitude, and obedience within the family, extending to broader social harmony. This directive is not only about the treatment of parents but also reflects a reverence for authority and tradition, highlighting the role of family in nurturing faith, morals, and societal values. It reinforces the principle that honoring one's parents is integral to a well-ordered and compassionate society. Sixth commandment: You shall not murder. This commandment is a fundamental ethical injunction across societies, emphasizing the sanctity of human life. It forbids the intentional taking of another's life, reflecting a profound respect for the divine gift of life and the inherent dignity of all human beings. By categorically rejecting murder, this directive upholds the principle that life is sacred and must be protected. It underscores the importance of resolving conflicts without resorting to violence, promoting peace, and fostering a community where every individual's life is valued and safeguarded. This commandment serves as a reminder of the moral responsibility individuals bear towards each other, highlighting the deep value placed on human life within the ethical framework of the faith. Seventh commandment: You shall not commit adultery. This commandment protects the sanctity of marriage and the fidelity between spouses. It underscores the importance of loyalty, trust, and faithfulness within the marital relationship, reflecting the commitment made before God and community. By prohibiting adultery, it advocates for the integrity of the family unit as the foundation of society, emphasizing the emotional and spiritual harm caused by infidelity. This directive encourages self-discipline, respect for the marital bond, and the cultivation of a loving and secure environment for families to thrive. It highlights the value of purity in relationships and the critical role of trust in building strong, lasting partnerships. Eighth Commandment: You shall not steal. This commandment addresses the respect for others' property, emphasizing the importance of honesty and integrity in dealings. It upholds the principle that taking something that does not belong to you is wrong, reflecting a broader concern for justice and respect in the community. By forbidding theft, it promotes a culture of trust, where personal and communal belongings are protected. This directive encourages hard work, fairness, and the lawful acquisition of goods, discouraging greed and selfishness. It serves as a foundation for ethical behavior in economic and personal relationships, advocating for a society where individuals can feel secure in their possessions and livelihoods. Ninth Commandment: You shall not give false testimony against your neighbor. This commandment safeguards the truth and promotes honesty in interpersonal relationships and community life. It specifically prohibits lying about others, highlighting the damage that false accusations or dishonesty can inflict on individuals and their relationships. By upholding the value of truth, it fosters an environment where justice and trust can flourish. This directive underscores the importance of integrity in speech and actions, advocating for a community where people are committed to honesty, thereby ensuring fair treatment for all. It reinforces the principle that truthfulness is essential for the maintenance of social harmony and the well-being of the community. 10th Commandment: You shall not covet your neighbor's house. You shall not covet your neighbor's wife, or his male or female servant, his ox or donkey, or anything that belongs to your neighbor. This commandment addresses the inner desires and attitudes that lead to sinful actions, emphasizing contentment and the avoidance of envy. It teaches that coveting, desiring what others have to the point of seeking to acquire them unjustly, disrupts community harmony and personal peace. By instructing against covetousness, it promotes a spirit of gratitude and contentment, encouraging individuals to find satisfaction in their own blessings and to respect the rights and property of others. This directive fosters an environment where personal achievements and possessions are celebrated without the desire to unlawfully obtain what belongs to another, contributing to a community built on mutual respect and satisfaction with one's own lot.